paying, and literally the only purpose of the charity is to be a comparison, and charities that actually do. As I said before, the lack of filing to the IRS is a pretty good indication the charity is now under investigation, and I really do hope this is the case. But the IRS isn't the only thing Gerard now has to worry about.
Sure.
Because Gerard's company, That One Video Entertainment, has just lost a huge lawsuit. That One Video Entertainment LLC was the company that Gerard created in 2012 that all of his business activities fall under, including all of his YouTube channels and his charity event, Indieland. I will be calling it Toad for sure. On Gerard's LinkedIn page, he states he is the owner, president, and
Pick
CEO
your hero.
of Toad.
Or
And in
villain,
April
I'm
of
not judging.
2023, Toad sued GTA Online's most well-known role-playing server.
They're suing Coil. What the fuck? How is there this much drama over a GTA RP server?
Be wary.
This is crazy.
No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
Yes, how? Dev drama? That's fucking it? Yeah, you have no idea. I don't know anything about this. You're right.
For so long, I fought for mutant kind's future. Our time has finally arrived.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
GTA Online role-playing, you've probably never heard of this lawsuit.
Yeah.
If you step out of line, Mr. Barnes, I will not hesitate to
So
rip
is
that
this like some
metallic
kind of
limb
big
from your
deal?
body.
Like, did everybody know about this lawsuit? I never even heard about this. This is nuts. Yes? Oh
The
my
battle
god.
starts in 5,
Because the reporting
4,
on this lawsuit
3,
has been
2,
abysmal and full of
1.
misinformation.
What a surprise.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I see you have need of
Quadra's just one of the last standing sanctuaries in my world.
DW was a developer that worked for NoPixel for several years, but he and NoPixel's owner
How
Coil had a
does this
falling out
happen?
in December of 2022, and DW ended his relationship with the server. The day after this viral Reddit post, Dexerto signal boosted the story. Well, this is
You need not
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Your attacks are futile.
Wild creatures have risen from the realm below.
Mission area is yours.
No way! You're telling me, wait, that happened? That's incredible! Wow.
Control lost.
understand how
This must be the first time.
Denizens of the Just as expected.
DW was an employee of Tove. This meant that Tove owned the code that DW developed, and thus Tove should own half of NoPixel. But this entire DW developed, and thus noticed that because DW developed some code for the NoPixel server, and DW was an employee of Tove, this meant that Tove owned the code that
Your
DW
attacks are
developed,
futile.
and thus Tove should own half of NoPixel. But this entire law
Usually when you do work,
The beasts have fallen. So shall they.
that's why you're saying you can do it.
Hurt me.
Yeah, if you're getting paid to code, you don't own the code. Yeah. And this is a
You
there's a
cannot hurt
lawsuit
me.
over this?
My strength returns.
Does Rockstar own it in the end?
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
And I think the answer to that is possible. Yeah, I think actually they do. They don't? Well, no. If you make a copyright on that mod code. Mods, no matter how well respected or validated by developers, can also be found to infringe copyright statute. Generally speaking, you own the copyright to code. We are rights to game mod code. However, important to check the specific terms. Key points to protect. Actual ethics and legalities. So,
Namor has us with new souls
this
for
is what
sacrifice.
I feel like myself again.
own the code. If it doesn't use the game code,
Insignificant gnats. The denizens of the deep have been dealt with.
that's what I've done.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
So I
You shall not be harmed.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Fear Magneto!
UFO Joey Mitchell Weather is drivel. Everything about this lawsuit is company were pulling, you couldn't be more wrong.
are you telling
The area is almost yours.
My way.
You shall not be harmed.
I am ready to put on a show.
Never miss.
Cannot hurt me.
Needless to say, this lawsuit never moved its time. In October, it was ruled in favor of no picture.
CasualStreamer returns.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
you know what I think this calls for?
Can't control this.
We gotta raise about $222,000
Rebirth is
for
a
dementia.
mutant's greatest gift.
And they are probably going to get it. Unlike most other lawsuits in
Man.
America, when you sue specifically for copyright infringement, it's actually built right into the statute that you can get attorney's fees if you win.
Wow.
And because those lawsuits are so frivolous, and the judge seems to need to win the trial before ruling in
Your attacks are
favor, Poe is probably going to have to pay up big time. As soon as the judge makes a ruling on the motion
Wait,
for
so
attorney-
so wait a minute. So does that mean that all of the money that people donated to charity is just gonna go to some fucking nerd running a GTA RP
Alas,
server?
we
because
can no
this guy
longer
wanted to
hide
file
from
a
the
bullshit
dangers that
lawsuit?
lie beyond our shores.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oh my god. It's going to the
Think
lawyers?
you're fast enough to stop a high-velocity round aimed straight between your eyes, old...
Oh my god. This is amazing.
attorney's fees, I will do a full breakdown of this lawsuit.
How do you let
because
this
it really
happen?
proves that Gerard's shady behavior surrounding his charity was not an isolated event.
What a
Until then,
surprise.
The
thank
battle
you so
starts
much
in
for watching,
5,
you legends.
4,
I hope you're having
3,
a fantastic day,
2,
and I will see
1.
you in the next video.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Seems high
Got it?
voltage twisted metal in ways I would not dare.
Lawyers
The
always
multiverse
screw-
really
I
needs
guess
to
so,
be
right?
balanced.
Oh my god. I didn't know. See, the thing is that if it's like one person that does one scam, I will try to see if
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
super mega fucked up, yeah, I don't know what to think. Like, because now it's like, why are you finally like what he's doing? It's
Mutants
just
always
crazy.
rise again.
Coyle's always been a good dude. Is he? I don't even like. I just don't know anything about GTA RP. I have no idea. Dude had it all: a good community, a good charity, friends. Stealing money. To his namesake, Gerard won the platinum trophy.
Magic and magnetism. Insignificant gnats. Much better. Exactly what I hoped to find.
Let's look like a year and a half ago, right? Like
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
75K, 212, 148, 79, 113.
I feel like myself again. Oh, insignificant gnats.
I am ready to put on a show! Control lost!
You know. And those people are still so yeah.
Mutants always rise again.
Your attention is so funny. Everyone here is just to prey on his downfall. 655K. Every single post here, yup, he's gone. How did the turn out? Yeah,
Maximum pulse!
good, right? 150K. Yeah, that's still good. And also,
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
Judge!
social blade. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can pull it up. There it is. Okay, so, oh, isn't it supposed to be the other way?
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Subscribers minus 10K. Video views 250, 85K. He's still down. I mean, but here's the thing, right? Is so like this guy got a bunch of hate in November, but like he was already going kind of downhill before that. Well, actually, like, yeah, a little bit, right? And like now it's just, man, things are not looking good for this guy. Yeah, it's, why is it 0? I guess so. Well, no, he monthly subscribers is 0. That's it. The stress was getting to him. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I've had a lot of people like make bad videos about me and like be negative about me. I'll link you guys to the video.
You'll
This
need a
is- I
top-notch
cannot wait
team
see
to
where
win this one.
goes. The numbers don't lie. No, they never do. Why did he stop making videos? He was doing okay. Yeah,
My
I know.
audach is sharp.
He used
My
to put out
mind
multiple
is
ones,
sharp.
And then he did one a month. Yeah, overall downfall, he a pussy. Yeah, see, this is the thing is like, if you want to overcome the like negative stuff, the only thing that you have to do is just keep making content. Never fucking stop. Never stop making content. Never stop going and, you know, putting stuff out there. Overcome it. Yes,
Round
you
one,
always
go!
overcome it.
Friends.
Always do it.
But only if we show our
That's the
foes
secret.
respect.
Yeah, you never stop, you never bleed. Like a good
30
example,
seconds
like,
before you
I
attack.
can say
Get
for
ready.
like me, right? I've had a lot of dramas over the years. Like there is the WoW Classic drama. There was
It's
the Dark
no
Souls
shooter
drama,
like me, buddy.
There was the
Never
Palestine
figured I'd
drama.
have something in
there
common
was,
with a talking
what were the other
raccoon.
ones? Oh, the rich drama. There was the, let's see, the dick sucking drama. No, that wasn't even drama. That was just a good time.
The battle starts in
Culture
5,
drama.
4,
Ball
3,
drama. Yeah,
2,
exactly. Game of the
1.
year. No, I mean like things that were
Don't
negative.
forget, securing the mission area is your top
Yeah,
priority.
that's an old one. So, well, anyway, here's the point, right? Is that I've had so many dramas over the years, and one thing that I've
Don't mind
noticed
me.
is that
I'm just dying.
it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's not going to be different. It's not going to have people of
What a difference.
already
Step aside.
written it down, but I might do it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's the one about the about OnlyFans. Modern gaming feels like a chore. Oh boy.
Modern gaming has slowly begun to feel like a chore. Before you say something like, I'm just going out.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I don't feel this way towards older games that I am now playing for the first time. Or going back. Now this feeling from the mainstream I know I'm not alone in this, as it's one of the most common topics brought up in forums and discussions in the broader community.
I think the reason why is because of the focus on an achievement system. And the problem is, like, if you look at something like Armored Core 6, think about how many people criticized Armored Core 6
Your day ends. Hell unleashed! That's
Many
better.
different types of games.
The enemy has arrived.
I unleash the Vishanti's
So from an
power!
objective standpoint, gaming should be better now than ever before. So why do so many gamers should be something?
I think that gaming is better now than it was before. I think that by far. But I think that it's not.
My light cannot be snuffed.
If the only thing that
You're
you're
mine.
consuming is AAA
Get that
titles.
vehicle moving again.
Like if you're going after and you're trying to find, like for example,
Too loud.
like for me, how many games this year have come out that have been like really fun to play? Like in the past like 6 months or so. Like I've had Armored Core 6, like this game's been really
Out of
fun.
sight.
Blasphemous 2, I played that. Coffin of Andy and Laylee, like Death Must Die. Enshrouded came out recently. Dude, this game was so fucking fun. And I'm still not even done with it. Grand Blue Fantasy just came out. This game's really fun too. Like I think there are so many
teammates shall
great
make
games,
a
and I really wish that people would stop looking at the and then basing their opinion of the gaming industry as a whole on
I am ready to put on a show.
There's always the you're out there gaming. You're just
Yeah.
the past. You just burnt out. A lot of the hard
Keep
work
going.
I don't think it really represents the full picture.
Sayonara.
When the problem is what's the difference between new and old game design that separate them from one another? Well, there's quite a lot actually, and we're not going to be able to cover all of them in this video. But one of the most important things to me is it got you right into the action. Like,
yeah, so this is a big difference between like live service games and like just box games that you can play offline. There's no reason for Dark Souls to make it take a really long time for you to get a Black Knight Halberd. And it doesn't. Like, if you can get one at the beginning of the game, right, from that one guy, and there's a really good crafting for it. It's like, what, 20%
Here,
value
you
in the
shall
guy
protect the secret
next to the ground.
Hell unleashed!
And like think about Monster Hunter. The rarest items in Monster Hunter take
Step
you
aside.
a fraction of time. Actually, I don't know about the rarest items. Those are like some of the decorations. But like for example, getting a mantle for like a hard boss, this is a fraction of the difficulty that it takes to
I
get something
unleash
made
the Vishanti's power!
Judge,
jury, executioner!
And games like Dark Souls or Monster Hunter win by making you love the game. And
Almost
that's the
there.
difference.
Don't turn back now.
eventually. Other than Metal Gear Solid, most games
Here they come.
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Games like Shadow of the Colossus, I remember I watched my friend Jason play a lot of it. And there was a lot of time periods where like you were just kind of not doing anything. You were moving around from thing to thing. And I think that's okay. That's not really a big deal. It just depends on like how the game is designed and like what the focus of the game is. It's the atmosphere, yeah. And I think the atmosphere for a game is very important. I'm fucking helpful.
no climbing hundreds of thousands.
Farewell.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
20 hours.
You're welcome.
I said that about MMOs back in the day. Nobody plays them.
Oh.
If a game is Let's take New Vegas and Starfield. We're going to compare the first 60 minutes of New Vegas versus the first 60 minutes of Starfield.
Enemy in front of us!
He helps you set up your character stats and claim your
That's
creator.
it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
That's better. You then involve yourself in a quickly quest to either help the town against a bunch of escaped convicts, or help the convicts take up the town. And in the process of all that, you're going around the school. Choose, you now know almost everything you'll ever need to know for the rest of the game, and you're pretty much wrapped
Only
up
60
for
seconds
the
left.
Obsidian then hands you the reins to just go play the game.
Just do whatever the fuck.
In fact, you can wake up and run straight out of Good Springs immediately, if you wanted to. Now let's take a look at Starfield's first hour. You're gonna spend about 10 minutes walking all NPCs available to you. You pass out, you wake up, create your character stats, slow walk for another 10 minutes with more exposition dumping, find out for about 20 seconds, slow walk, and then exposition dump
Down to
some
30
more,
seconds.
interact with your loading screen, your ship, walk around the barren planet,
Hell unleashed!
and then somehow, after that first hour, the game becomes even more restrictive.
on the boomerang arrow.
You will spend the next 3 hours doing nothing but slow walking, talking to NPCs to tutorialize you some more.
The final 10 seconds! Get that vehicle moving again!
And then by the hour 12,
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
I mean shit, by hour 12 in New Vegas, I think balls and even
The current score is
inside the
2
Ultralux
to
Casino.
0.
Hell, even at hour 6, I'd already sent some ghouls.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
You know what YouTube should do? Is they should categorize
My aura
every
is sharp.
Starfield video
My
as
mind is
ASMR.
sharper.
They
The
should make
right
it more
heroes
like
could
on
make
Twitch.
all the difference.
If you play Starfield, you're in the ASMR category.
Into outer space. And games
Just combine the two.
feel like a chore when they waste your time or they take too long to get going. And even when they do get going, it's not that good. And while not everyone feels like Starfield is a chore to play, I think it's more than safe to say that Starfield has been a very large disappointment for many for this very reason.
Sure.
If you want to explore, you need to go to your menu, zoom out of the planet, zoom out of the star
yet so
system,
strange.
navigate to the direct star system and fast travel. Then you watch a loading screen, a landing animation, and walk in a straight line for 3 to 5 minutes
They'll be
until
coming
you
in 30
reach a point of
seconds.
interest.
Stay strong.
Unfortunately, none of these points of interest are interesting. At best, you'll find a copy-pasted pirate camp, and at worst, you'll find a planet crate, which is useless unless you're trying to fully scan a planet, or a cave with a few alien enemies and basically nothing in it.
But Starfield
I don't know how this happened.
is just the most
The battle
recent
starts in
game that
5,
wastes the
4,
player's time. We
3,
can discuss forever
2,
about the 20-hour
1.
feature films and the Sony PlayStation.
You have to stop that from securing the mission area.
That's totally fine. Because people get that, like, and also the gameplay in God of War. I haven't played the new one, so I'm speaking secondhand here. But I've never heard a lot of bad stuff about it. It seems like people really like these games. I am not a disliker of cinematic games. But it's not the same as God of War, like, 2 or something like that.
I like the cold.
We can talk about live service games. Every few months, give players 30 hours.
New thing to do.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Modern games that love to waste your time and only focus on getting you to spend as much time as possible inside their game.
Yep.
Sayonara.
Well, because of a game.
Because they have a store and they want you to spend money in the store, and so the longer you play the game, the more likely you're going to play. You're going to open the store, and that's why a lot of loading screens have advertisements for things in the store. That's why, for example, with Diablo
You need to
4,
stop that
it's really
vehicle
cool.
in its
It
tracks.
shows your characters together whenever you've gone into a dungeon with your friends, but that's also for the purpose of showing off microtransactions that other people in the group also have. So everything is built around, you have to understand that whenever a game has a store and it's a live service game, almost every single game acts as a funnel into the store. So it's like the tail wagging the dog. The store is what decides what happens in the game. Everything is built off of that, and that is the deciding variable whether something will be successful or unsuccessful in the game. It's not true, though. There's a relationship between hours of play and purchase. I think that, yes, I think it's very obvious that if somebody plays a game more, they're going to be more likely to buy something. We don't need studies to tell us this. It's obvious.
Out and it has a 12-hour runtime, gaming journalists and basement dwellers will publicly crucify the game for not being long enough. You know, I can
Someone
see it now.
scratch my back.
I don't agree with that point. I don't think that's true. I think that, for example, crucified for being too short. People were disappointed that it was too short, or it wasn't longer, I mean, because they wanted more games, but I think that most people were happy about it.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
10 hours of cutscenes added on top of it, and several NPCs that have to be into over 40 hours. Because longer means better.
Yeah. Yeah, I really noticed this a lot with Monster Hunter, is that I very rarely in Monster Hunter felt like I was actually winning the game. Like, I was just playing the game, and it was the same thing with, like, Elden Ring. And I think one of the biggest determining factors is whether the game is a live service or not. Because live service games profit whenever you play the game more, so it's in their interest to waste your time. And games that aren't live service, there are great live service games that don't do that. But there aren't as many of them.
You know, I can play Assassin's Creed 2.
Rise, my friend!
Maybe like an extra...
Behold the god of thunder!
Because it doesn't take so long to get through, I go back and play it at least once a year. Because I know how to beat up a whole lot.
As expected.
RPG games. I love them. And yes, they can take a long
Final score.
For instance, I
2,
loved my
2,
try
3.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Close to 100 hours in my first character. And
Same.
Elden Ring seems like the perfect candidate for replayability.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
But the amount of replay in Elden Ring is a bit daunting. You know, I've played through Dark Souls dozens of times, and like Assassin's Creed 2, I play it at least once or twice a year because, while it's possible to spend 80 hours in a single playthrough, my replays have been closer to 15 hours. RPGs that are more dense and expansive.
I think that he's right about Elden Ring, that it's harder to replay the game because there's just so much that's going on in the game. Like, I agree with him.
Ones that I always find myself going back to more often, or just games in general. Again, this doesn't mean...
Yeah, Dark Souls feels like a game that could have come out on Super Nintendo. I don't know, like, does that
Pick
make
your
sense
hero.
to anybody?
Or
Like, that's the way I
villain.
feel
I'm not
about
judging.
it.
My aura is sharp.
Bad at all.
My
They
mind
just
is sharper.
time.
Yeah.
I do think Elden Ring did do that. It's just not something I'm looking to replay quite yet. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good example of a game that's huge. It's a behemoth of a game.
Yeah.
And I think you can ask anyone, including myself, about their time with that game, and none of its playtime feels unnecessary or tedious or grindy. It's just a behemoth in a good way. Every hour is made up of worthwhile and what feels like necessary content. The real difference
Enemies can
between a
become
good video
friends,
game and a bad
but
one
only if we
is
show
playing a lot of
foes
hours
respect.
because you're actually invested in the game.
30
versus
seconds before you
burning 3
attack.
hours of
Get ready.
tedium in order to get to the fun parts of the
I think that, like, really,
We're in this together.
this is what I wish a lot of
Get the
developers
stars out of
did,
your eyes and let us fight.
is they had a metric for, like, when
The fate
people
of many
start
worlds
skipping
is at stake.
cutscenes.
It is
Because
a
I feel
mighty
like there's
quest.
so many games that are, like, I remember Wayfinder was like this for me, where it was like,
The
I
battle
wanted to
starts
pay
in
attention
5,
to the story,
4,
but I actually
3,
really wanted
2,
to play the game.
1.
And so,
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
whenever
Got
I
it?
play a new game, one of the things that I hate the most is whenever a new game does a 1-hour exposition of all of these things, because I'm not going to remember any of this. Because, like, I don't have, like, so the way that never-ending works is that you remember things in, like, a
You're
web.
mine.
Where it's like, oh, I remember this because I connected to this, or I remember this because I connected to this. So if you give somebody the whole thing, and then it's like,
Looks like the mission area is yours
well,
to
they're not
capture
going
now.
to because they won't remember anything. Because it's like, oh, well, this thing that happened, like, who cares what this is? And so, I just, I wish that more games realized, like, how much of their time they just waste. Like, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink was like this for me, too. Like, I played Grand Blue Fantasy Relink because I saw the gameplay, and I thought to myself, holy fuck, this game looks really good. And I'm spending all my fucking time sitting here watching the cutscenes. I'm just...
Step aside. Farewell. Step aside. Farewell.
Where's the boss fight? And that's it, you can skip
I'm
that.
back.
But
My card is
Capture the mission area!
That's my point. My point is that I wish that games would make it to
Our
where
mission has led us
the
to this
story,
spot.
like, here's a great example. Path of Exile. I love the story in Path of Exile because whenever you click on the lore items in the game, you can continue playing the game while the lore is playing, and you can listen to it. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
There are times in modern games,
Sayonara.
especially live services, that I would often be thinking about the literal
another machine to make war.
You're all the hours of tedious quest design.
I'm hunkering down.
I played a game that was like,
I was mostly relieved when I finally stopped playing the game. Maybe 30% of my time
I have
in the game was
reawakened.
actually having fun.
really?
Materials to advance isn't a massive problem if the grind
Your
is
team's
reasonable.
capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Yeah, no, I feel like
Ashamed
the
with your
filling
last
and
dance,
fun.
Lord of
I like the
Stars.
grind in Monster Hunter. I liked it in Dark Souls. I liked it in Elden Ring. I will tell you, I like the grind in New World for like professions, like gathering professions. I liked it, even though it took a very long time. It was like a much more long-term version of it. I liked the World. I think that was fun. Shrouded the grind was really fun. I would say even this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think some points in Valheim the grind is too much. I think that it's fucking annoying having to go back to the swamp constantly whenever you're in the Mistone. It's fucking annoying.
Judge! Jury!
I'm ready to put on a show!
Farewell.
Valheim's a great game. I totally recommend it, but that's just one thing that I don't like about it.
That just isn't the case. And again, the grind is always extended not for the player enjoyment, but to either pad out runtime in a game or make you invest more in order to become addicted. After a while, it became sort of stressful.
I
to
fought
play these
Oni,
games, like a
slayed
genuine
demons.
second job. I'm sure
This
you've heard that
should
several
be
times.
Well, I
easy.
feel like a lot of them, like this is the. How many of you guys have played a game and you loot an object in the game
30 seconds
and it
before
says
you attack.
1 of 500
Get ready.
and nothing?
Whoa, you're so heat. Oh my god, oh, you are such a huge star to the Badoon.
I am? Amazing. I didn't think aliens
Yep.
listened to K-pop.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Rocket said that we could still sign pics of you for like a fortune on Motiara.
Intentions I always found
The battle
myself
starts
being
in
invested
5,
into because
4,
I wanted to
3,
be, not because
2,
it required
1.
me to be.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The characters, the
Sayonara.
obsessed with. Not saying it's healthy for a game to consume your life in that way
It is.
either, but at least you're genuinely enjoying the
Completely
game
healthy.
because of the game, not because you're trying to check off a to-do list.
Oh, they do not look happy.
Failed Super Mario Katarina. I have to relate Matthews to his daughter. I wonder where she is. And then I spent several days in the adventure.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
Or you're like me. Oh, you mean the fat guy? Yeah, what's happening here?
You're mine.
Oh, wow, it's your boss. Let's go get it.
Farewell.
Like, I'll learn about the lore through video. I don't give a fuck.
What?
And that's the good thing. That's good. Because, like, I can enjoy and appreciate the lore on my own time. But I can also play the game
bullets. I
and
have
enjoy the
many
game for what I
uses.
want it to be. And that's one thing that I wish more games respected. It's like another great example of this is Blasphemous. I feel like Blasphemous is one of the only games that's had the same type of storytelling as From Software, and the story is good enough for me to watch 2 one-hour YouTube videos about it. I feel like it's like one of the only games. It's so good. It's so amazing. And I appreciate it more than I get good cutscenes. That's what I thought.
I'm doing this my way!
Like you must. It's pretty exhausting because everyone has become extremely opinionated and upset with everyone else's preferences. So we see a lot of
This is just, these are people with different voices on the internet. Like, there's no reason to listen to them at all.
away from playing certain games and trying to go along with public opinion
Your feast has come to an end,
the
Venom.
broader gaming community. But I know we've all been
The enemy has arrived.
on self-improvement.
Yeah, I'll play games because they're popular. I definitely will.
They've almost got it! Double KO!
Farewell. This will do nicely.
I used to have the vibe of like, I feel like, oh man, I'm never gonna really like a game again. I'm never gonna have an experience like I had in Ocarina of Time. The Dragon Unleashed! Super Mario World. World of Warcraft the first time. And then I played Elden Ring.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
It's not me, it's you. I said nope. That's it. No, it's got nothing to do with getting older.
But some games just aren't going to click with you, and that's okay.
Dark Souls 1 was the same too.
Used to finding the difference.
Elden Ring was like much more I was aware of though.
Slogging my way through them for the sake of saying that I've done it. At this point, like I said first, I'm not doing the game after the first few hours. I'm not willing to force myself to see it through just to say I've done it.
Yeah, that's so weird to me. Like every game that I've always really enjoyed, there's been almost no game that I hated at the beginning and then I then grew to like it. I feel like almost every single game, I hated it at the beginning and it was bad. The idea that games should get good, no. A game should be good
Pick your
at
hero,
the very beginning,
or
and
villain,
if it's
I'm
not,
not
it's a
judging.
bad game.
Burnout really can set in when you start treating it like a checklist of games completed. But now, I value my game.
My
time more
order
than I
is
used
sharp.
to. I don't
My
feel as much of a
mind
need
is
to
sharper.
Be, that
Be
gamer that's
wary.
played everything.
No
But I've been
timeline
better off
exists
for it
where
with that
Magneto
process.
yields.
The best part of
Gaming
D4
burnout can also just come
No,
from
the best part of the Diablo 4 story, and I'm gonna give you guys a hot take, I think the only good part of the Diablo 4 story is the intro. I think everything else about the Diablo 4 story is so random. It's so formulaic. Like, it's better than Diablo 3.
We should give these you
Oh, wow.
30 seconds before
But
you
it's
attack.
like, oh,
Get
well,
ready.
Inarius, it's like the bad guys are the good guys and the good guys are the bad guys.
What
Wow.
year is it where you
Daring
come from?
today, aren't we?
What year is it anywhere?
Holy fuck.
All that matters
Just
is
the
now.
story wasn't that
Right.
interesting.
Gotta
It
be
just
present.
wasn't to me. There were only a few good parts of the story, in my opinion. I don't get why we killed Lilith still.
The battle starts
Because
in 5.
Inarius was telling the
4,
story and you didn't get her
3,
perspective. That's
2,
why. With Tyrion.
1.
Yeah, the only good part
All you need
at
to
the
do is
beginning
capture
was
the
whenever
mission area. Got it?
The guy at the end died. From like,
So
he
if the
got too
timelines are
close
all
to the
entangled,
pillar and then the guy just killed him from the
chaser
pillar.
there.
That was the only bleak, fatalistic point that reminded me of the same vibe that Diablo 2 had. Everything else
still
was
warming
just
up.
cinematic.
I'm still
garbage.
warming up.
Spoilers, too bad. You
Keep
should
an
have
eye
played the
on
game.
this spot.
things simply because of some cost fallacy.
I have broken that
That was so dumb. I know.
Luna Snow.
Service for it because of the hours you put into it. But sometimes
Looks like the mission area is yours to
That's why
capture
I
now.
liked it.
They captured the mission area!
All that
Much better.
Many games released today,
Your attacks are futile.
budgets don't have those same things that support movie players like they used to.
They're made by people who don't
I am strengthened.
people that don't understand the medium. They don't
I
understand
shall
the
not be
audience.
removed so
And so, like, whenever
easily.
they make a game that they think gamers will like, but they're not a gamer. So it's like, how can you possibly do
Show
that?
really waste my time. It's The Witcher show, and that is not a problem with the source material that it's based on.
Seems we have company.
I recommend reading the books, but don't watch the fucking show.
You are under my protection.
Wait, shield?
Your attacks are futile.
That game completely dropped off and went to flop. So the game for the entirety has lived on with.
You should have
Your
retired.
team's capture progress has passed the halfway
I
point.
think it's because a lot of these games are developed by gamers out there. You start looking at a lot of development teams at most studios. You start to learn that a lot of employees are just people who work with some other random company hired to games to
Spider-Man gone?
I like the code.
If you listen to, like, I think that, like, one thing that was really eye-opening for me was, like, if you listen to, like, Kevin Jordan talk about why certain things existed in classic WoW, there was, like, a level of,
Another hit for the
like,
listener.
fucking, like, I'm trying to think of the word for it.
You
A
need
level
not
of
fear.
competency
shield
and
fit for
fundamental
See
human
them? Right there.
understanding that with a
Your
lot of
attacks are
developers,
futile.
I like the
I
code.
feel
Like
like
myself again.
of insight. Yeah, there's a degree of thoughtfulness and insight that doesn't exist with a lot of developers. And you can see that with, like, for example, you know, Chris Wilson doesn't seem quite but, like,
By the eye of Agamotto!
you listen to him talk about the game,
By the eye of Agamotto!
100%. Like
I
the way
shall not be
Miyazaki
removed so
explains why
easily.
different things in the game are the way they are. It's like,
You've captured more than
Oh, yeah,
half
of
of the
course.
mission area. Keep
yeah, no,
going.
that makes sense. I get it. And it's like such a big difference
Enemy
whenever
target
you compare
located.
that with like some random
weapons.
interview with some developer or
You
person
are under
that's in
my
charge of
protection.
the game. And they're like, yeah, so we're gonna have to be like so fucking like
Here they are now. Armed and dangerous! You cannot hurt me.
Like, this is just like, what are we doing?
That one hurts.
And it's just like,
Much
We're
better.
finding our groove.
just listen to them talk about games.
Glory is almost yours.
It's like so
I found one of our critics.
You wanna know what the problem is with the game? Watch the devs play.
Be more careful next time.
Watch them talk about what they think about games. Oh, no, now I understand. Oh, okay, no, now I get it. I understand now.
The beacon.
Right.
You'll have to keep
Makes
fighting until we have a winner.
I'm doing this my way!
It's like, you know, Kojima talking about his games and like the way that they're made versus the random studio that's making a psychological thriller that you're being texted on your smartphone
I will
by
never
a
be
demon.
wary. No timeline as Genosha.
What a bunch of fucking
30
trash.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
But I think it's pretty evident when looking at the state of the industry today. You know, when a game like Baldur's Gate comes out,
You
made
look
for
like you belong
gamers,
in
by
high school.
gamers, that really
What
care
are
about
you?
the
Yeah.
experience of the player.
Famous singer.
The customer,
I don't listen to music. I punish criminals.
Well, you're in the right place for that. Let's go.
We need games developed by gamers. For gamers.
The battle starts in
don't waste our
5,
time.
4,
Because that's
3,
what I believe
2,
makes gaming feel
1.
like a chore. But
All you need to do is capture the mission
I think
area.
he's totally
Got it?
fucking right.
let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Part of me just
and I'll
wants
see
to
you
get
all
back
for
home.
the next one.
But I know I'm needed
unironically
here.
totally fucking agree. I think that most people that make video games are totally fucking clueless. I think they suck at video games. Yeah, you don't have to be good, but I fucking bet it's better if you are. And they don't have any idea. They actively, a lot of them,
Turrets
resent
blown.
their
I mean,
audience.
you are under my
Listen to,
protection.
what they say.
This
This is real firepower!
Tweets they like. These are people who have a fundamental resentment towards their own fucking audience. And I am just annoyed.
Judge,
I am
jury,
very annoyed.
executioner!
They're creative. Said that he liked Game of Thrones Season 8. It's like, why did you like it? It's like you don't even understand. It's like, why?
A commendable effort.
Because like, it's not necessarily wrong. In the same way that the storyline for Shadowlands wasn't necessarily bad. But it was bad because of the way that it was told. It was told in a way that was right. No, I completely disagree.
My power
I think
cannot
that
be
the way that
quelled.
they could have told the Shadowlands story would have been it could have been the best story that they ever did. Maybe it can't be Garrosh, but it could have been really up there. I think it absolutely could have, especially 100%. And I think Game of Thrones, I feel like it was obvious.
Enemy target located.
Watch your heads! It's obvious. Like, everybody fucking did that. I thought Jon was early in the show because she was going to stop him from going to war.
You shall not be
That's what I
harmed.
thought was going to happen. But, you know, it didn't. The point is that...
I suck.
Yeah, it was right. It was told back the way it happened was shown. Exactly, yeah. It's like they just don't understand. They don't get it. They just don't.
Hell unleashed!
Why good graphics don't matter. There's always been an obsession with video graphics.
Your attacks are futile.
Their team's capture progress is past the halfway.
I think so too. I feel like people never talk about this, but some of the graphical updates, especially like whenever we first saw certain games, like WoW, like remember like old Blizzard cinematics? Bro, that shit was like a completely different world.
Exactly what I hoped to find. I feel like myself again. Bogey here. Armed and dangerous! Again!
A nice deep freeze.
You should be ashamed.
Yeah, nobody really gives a shit. Because like at that point, like
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Insignificant gnats.
And to be honest, we hit
I like the cold.
this point was like, I'd say like 2010. Now,
Someone has us in their sights. Your attacks are futile.
and the graphics have it, right? Like you got, It's not like it's a big
Mutants
deal.
always
When
rise
comparing a modern
again.
game to one a decade old, playing a game like Dishonored from 2012, or Bioshock Infinite from 2013, or even The Order 1886 from 2014.
Yeah, these games
if
look
you didn't
great.
know any better, you'd think these games were new releases.
Yeah.
They just don't look as dated as you might think for being 10 years old.
Yeah, they
Yet
actually
despite
look
the
really
technology getting better since then, very few games can top these games, or even touch the visuals. So what is this? Well, like
They've almost got it!
It's all about style. A lot of the Dark Souls.
Fear Magneto!
Double KO! It's the grand finale!
Bloodborne is best. Our effects are high. Style.
Plasma?
Never let me get too close.
all things, a tool is only as good as the one who wields it. Given the right
The area's
hands,
almost
modern
yours!
game development tools can produce amazingly impressive results. But unfortunately,
incredible.
so many studios have been putting out games that, while graphically are impressive,
Oh,
given
boy.
the technology
Here they come!
end up looking like
Some sort of turret. How cool.
A nice deep freeze.
It seems like boy is in good hands, Magneto.
This is real firepower!
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Much better.
That had like a bunch of just pre-rendered assets put together like it looked like Atlantis. And it's like people were pogging over this, but the truth is that you can create this with almost no effort at all.
Another epic victory.
Like, it's not like this was some sort of like expertly crafted place. It was just pre-rendered assets being put in a world.
Washed out in every sort of way. Millions of apples. Game released just a few days ago, running on Unreal Engine 5.
See, that's the game. Remember that game? How many viewers did that game have? I mean, it had dozens of viewers, right? It was like 70? Yeah, that's a lot.
Is graphically outstanding. It looks like an Unreal Engine.
Oh, wait a second. This was the game that I saw the trailer for, and I said it was going to be garbage. I was right. Oh my god, I just realized that. I didn't even see it from that frame. Holy fuck. It already came out? We all knew, yeah. It's not like I'm a fucking Nostradamus. I think anybody could see that. That wasn't difficult? No, I'm not a genius for picking this out. You're right.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not
No, it
judging.
isn't. The devs probably did work.
My
very hard
old
on
touch is
those
sharp.
assets, but it just
My
doesn't come
mind
across
is
that
sharper.
way. It doesn't
Be
help that this
wary.
game in particular
No
is so
timeline
visual.
exists where
I love
Magneto
fast-paced games,
yields.
but I can't tell
This just looks like trash.
what the fuck is happening.
Like, this is fucking garbage. Like, what is this garbage?
On screen here. The visibility is just awful due to the graphical and artistic style they went for.
Yep.
While I understand that realistic graphics sell to the casual audience, I'm always looking towards companies that have a more distinct approach instead, even if it is more low poly.
For so long, I fought for mutant kind's future. Our time has
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Remember the two most mainstream games in the last 10 years of this
You truly believe that you're safe inside a metal shell? How naive.
Well, anybody trying to
Spider's
push that,
plating is
there's
made from
no
carbon
way.
nanofibers and ceramics.
To the Unreal Engine itself,
If there is even a trace of metal in that machine's frame, I can find it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
many regards.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
On a game like, say, Atomic Heart.
Don't hold in your
It's not the
emotions.
engine.
Let them
See, I
out.
didn't play Atomic Heart because it just looked like it wasn't good. It just didn't look good.
What the? Ah, much better.
Sorry, little fighters. I didn't have a choice. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
You need not fear.
Sniper, will be picked off.
You cannot hurt me. Robotic spider. This should be easier. Much better. I never believed I would see this day. Your attacks are futile.
Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64. And Nintendo 64 is the front most like these fucking massive, right? But like Nintendo 5 and the demo engines they've shown, like these are like photorealistic settings. It is absolutely fucking amazing.
I
Like that
require
one
space.
like the that people were absolutely picking out of the
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I feel like myself again.
Sayonara, Spider Bot.
Humans and their weapons of war. Your attacks are futile.
It's Spider time!
A sniper. How irritating. Just watch your back. A battle awaits us.
This should keep us safe. Glory is almost yours!
It seems we have company.
at a lot of the different items in PC.
Rise, my friend!
They are below the industry average for AAA games, and it doesn't matter. Because you don't care.
I am ready to put on a show!
Executioner!
Keep fighting until we have a winner!
Is it doesn't matter how good your naming is, or how intuitive you are, or how many pixels on garlic looks in the video game.
Us against the world!
And yes, these things matter, but not really.
We are in this together.
It's the focus is totally fucking wrong in modern AAA games. I feel like most modern AAA games, and this is starting to change at least a little bit, what they focus on and what they care about is
I
like
will do what it takes to protect
stupid
my
shit. Like I think most
no
actual
matter
real
the
gamers
price.
don't care about.
Let's do this.
And that's why you keep seeing these like AA games and like, you know, indie games that are just completely out
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The graphics are dog shit.
What the hell are you looking at, bub? I can sense the struggle inside of you, my
Look at
friend.
that water.
The beast raging
Mini
within.
games. that came
Take
out
my
that
word,
same year
Goldie.
had better quality.
You don't want to
Mini
see that
games
side of
came out
me.
that same year had
It
better
ain't
quality.
pretty.
And it doesn't
We all
matter
have dark
because this one
sides.
is more better.
Even I.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Look at the pixel
The
count.
timelines are merged again? I wonder which
Is the
version
quality
of
of this weapon anywhere near the quality of some of the other items in other like video games? No, I think that other video games
Got
have
eyes on
much
some
more,
bogeys.
like,
You shall not be harmed. You
they have
cannot
higher
hurt me. I feel like myself again.
on other weapons and other
yours
games
to capture now.
that are made by other people. And you know what?
It's spider time!
And that's what people see. Everybody is so focused on why
shall not be
Elden Ring
harmed.
actually has good graphics. They don't understand the difference between graphics
You cannot hurt me.
Gather around!
fidelity and design. The graphics and fidelity,
Mission area is yours!
but the art design and style are in the left. That's the difference.
You cannot hurt me. You shall not be harmed.
Half as good as what comes off the video. For another atomic heart,
I feel like myself again.
that's the beast.
So true.
Me doing this.
This guy, bro, absolutely. I completely
You are
agree.
under my protection. You be more careful next time.
You don't have to pick just one. You got both amazing graphics and an amazing art style.
Games with both amazing graphics and amazing art styles. Halo 1, Half-Life 2, World of Warcraft, 2004.
I never believed I would see this day, Logan.
Bioshock, I would say probably the first one. That's good.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going!
You cannot hurt me.
Doom 2016 and the trick I recently learned about Doom is that a lot of the enemies are separate from the fight.
Some assistance.
Us against the world.
Gather around! I am ready to put on a show! Look behind you!
Yeah, that makes sense.
You shall not be harmed.
Glory is almost yours!
Second chances
Fire
over.
mode!
The moon haunts you.
He had it first made by
Battlefield ready.
Control lost!
Makes it hard to see what's
Jury,
going on.
executioner.
Diablo.
Let's do this.
and in playtesting it felt really bad. Talking to other people,
Clean up your toys, Spectre.
Watch me go!
Perhaps you are the leader you're playing to be.
I
going to take away from that.
It seems we have company. I feel like dancing today.
I've always that one like
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest
skin.
gift.
Like it was like solid black. Besides that, I never had this problem in any other shooter.
Now, I primarily play PC on a 27-inch monitor, like 4 feet from my face, yet often... Why did you feel like everyone gets now, some might draw out the real...
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. I am ready to put on a show.
Much better. You shall not be harmed.
This should keep me safe.
One of your knights onks, I presume.
So like whatever they do in the video, like I'm not, like it's not real life.
Looking at a mountain range in real life versus a picture of that mountain range, your eyes can pick out much more things in person, whereas in a picture you're going to lose a lot of detail because you just have captured a beauty.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Depth perception. Like looking at a monitor, monitors are good and like they become better at like, you know, projecting depth, but it's not going to be like real life.
But on a TV play, when you play video games, it's on a screen, which is essentially a picture. You aren't going to be able to see the same things on this mountainside in Battlefield 2042 if you saw this mountain in person.
Yep.
Think back to the 2008-2012 era of FPS games, and the textures were a bit lower resolution, but the character models were often highly detailed, and it really made them stand out by having sharper objects on somewhat of a more blurry backdrop. This made it almost more akin to real life, because your eyes can pick out an enemy a bit easier in those older games, especially at a distance. And funnily enough,
Pick your hero, or villain, I'm not judging.
Graphics down in games in order to have a bit
My
more
aura
of a
is sharp.
I think
My
a lot of
mind
that for
is sharper.
FPS, like frames per second. But also, yeah, it removes a lot of the unnecessary, like foliage, you know? Like it's like there's two reasons for that. It's not just one thing.
Well, I don't think every game should look like Battlefield. It's been a lot of fun playing.
Be
that
wary.
game.
No timeline exists where
You
Magneto
can actually see
leads.
enemies from far, or see someone when they peek out from the side of the building.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I still think
We
the
should
FBR
give these
will
humans
always
good reason to hate and fear us after
and I
all.
don't think any video game is
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I think PUBG just stands so far above everybody else.
You
for
humans
mid and
boast
long
of your
range
cutting
gameplay
edge science,
that it's
yet
not
you
even
understand less than
close.
1% of
I
the
don't play PUBG, so I can't.
Well, it makes it a bit hard to do research when every vessel leaves out. Somebody you buddy. The number of illegal mining and fishing executions that deployed is 10 times greater. I don't have time.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
So good. It completely changed my
Sorry I'm late.
because like after the
Had to
Warcraft 3
buy a
remake,
company.
I you know, kind of lost hope in remakes until I played this.
Except for graphics, the remake
It seems we have company.
the atmosphere is much similar.
Ah,
The art
much
direction
better.
is more beautiful. And both the enemy designs and the environments have been changed to go
Your attacks are futile.
with the original pixels just
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
far better. Another example I've mentioned
Your attacks are futile. Insignificant gnats.
Well, there is definitely some incredible visuals.
Capture the mission area!
It's when comparing places in
Much better.
Rock that.
hard to notice just how big of a drop off there is in secret. Several drops
You cannot hurt me.
Here they come!
Now watch that. It's missing detail in secret. Some of my favorite games video are ones that
Wait, shields? Sweet!
Yeah, Overwatch has a great stuff.
For a game like Alice Madness, all hold up incredibly well today. It was awesome. And can be played today without being too dated, due to the strength of the art direction and atmosphere design. We sometimes have bad art style and bad graphics. I think Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are a pretty good example of that. Both graphically and artistically, they look like absolute shit. And that's not the Switch's fault.
You are under my protection.
We are undefeatable!
Insignificant gnats.
The worst of visuals and art direction.
I never really played Pokemon.
I feel like myself again.
2006. I stopped giving a fuck about Pokemon whenever I went to middle school. So I really have no idea what Pokemon is like now.
Supposed to be unfortunate and confusing because a game like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came also on Switch.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Especially since it's completely possible.
You cannot hurt me.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's Nintendo, right? So, like, you know, the Nintendo Switch is as powerful as an Xbox 360. Maybe, right? It's Nintendo.
The industry spends so much
Rebirth
time
is a
trying to make
mutant's
games
greatest
that
Are you
gift.
crazy?
should focus more on the gameplay and its art direction.
This is what I was saying. Like, he's completely
We have it, and
fucking
we have to
right.
keep it.
Like, absolutely.
I suck.
No, I don't give a fuck about how, like, her hair. Like, I don't care about her. Maybe it doesn't
Control
give people to buy the game. It certainly doesn't give people to play it. Or at least it doesn't get me to play it. I just don't care about this stuff.
Oh, disappointing. Magneto! I feel like myself again. You cannot
You're fortunate Namor was here.
It's the grand finale. Let's keep playing until we have a winner.
I don't think that, I think that
insignificant gnats.
Maximum pulse!
I think graphics that have a feel of escapism does that even more. Like, I think it's hard to become immersed in a game like Starfield because of how bad the characters look. And I think also Lost Ark had this issue. Because Lost Ark was designed
For so
in Unreal
long,
5.
I
Sorry,
fought for
Unreal 3,
mutant kind's
the,
future.
other
Our
console.
time has
It
finally
was designed in
arrived.
Unreal 3, and it looks like it. It looks like dog shit.
30
And like
seconds
every
before you
time they do
attack.
a
Get
close-up
ready.
to a character's face in Lost Ark, I just cringe.
You're a famous pop star,
Because
right?
it just looks so fucking
They're
bad.
so cool.
감사합니다.
It's more about
When this is
believability.
over,
Do the
maybe you
visuals,
could add
sound
me to your
design,
playlist.
music, and tone of
Well,
the
I'm
game
really more of a
match
classic rock
If
kind of
so,
guy, you know.
And that's all that's
But
needed
hey,
personally.
you know.
Going back to Atomic Heart for a second, I think a big reason why it failed to immerse
The
me
battle
is
starts in
its
5,
impressive visuals
4,
graphically.
3,
Its tone and
2,
art direction
1.
is very generic.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
His twisted metal ways I would never
I've
dare.
met bunch of dolphins more capable of saving the
I bet
world.
this guy is So, Bioshock has a lot of
You shall not be harmed. Much better.
and like Russian. So like it's not turn around, they're on your back. Like it's not your understanding.
Mutants always rise
I think that
again.
matters.
They captured the mission area.
Very clear inspiration, and is
'Cause I wonder what people in like in Russia and like the places around that. I wonder what if they like
I feel like myself again. Your attacks are futile.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
I suck.
You shall not be harmed. Your attacks are futile. Do not expect me to do that again.
Control C.
You cannot hurt me.
Have you ever seen, like, for example, like some of the
I feel like myself again.
Behold! The child!
Dying Light 1 looks more intense than the sequel. Far Cry 4 has more attention to detail.
Control lost.
Well, it's because this is all washed out. Look at that.
Battlefield wants to show more detail.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Control C.
Maximum focus! Strength returns.
I suck. We are undefeatable. Control lost.
You cannot hurt me.
My mind, Mantis.
Control C.
Never. Okay,
got them
finally.
all.
Now we can talk to you for 30 minutes about
You need
something
me.
that you have no frame of reference or understanding about, and will immediately forget the second that
You
this screen
captured
is
more than
over.
half of the mission area.
Okay, good.
Keep
Now,
going.
This other guy's got 10 more minutes for you. Like, Wayfinder was like that. Yeah, I don't know. I really appreciate the game. Full charge! Fire! I'm just slowly learning more about the game.
I like the code.
From it's important to make sure that
Hurry up!
the other way around.
I shall
I think
not
a
be
game like
removed
Firewatch
so
does this
easily.
almost perfectly. And I plan to cover
The
that
area's
in a future
almost
video.
yours.
So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that one. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts on the discussion of art style versus graphics in the comment section.
We're
I'll see
finding
you
our
all
groove.
in the next one.
What a great video. Like, I'm so glad I
Next
watched
time,
this. This is
you may not be so lucky.
A nice
You
deep
are
freeze.
under my protection. A shield fit for a
pretty
king.
much, I agree with that. Remnant had great style, but like even though the graphics weren't like super high quality, it was very easy to understand what was going on and you could appreciate what was happening. So yeah, I mean, I just think that good graphics also.
Another epic victory.
What's happening?
Big win.
I think Starfield is the best example of this. How is it possible that a AAA studio, after 7 years or 6 years of development, produces that? How does that happen? It's honestly just kind of sad. Directors, like movies have directors. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I mean, there's a game director, but he's directing in like a different way. Then there's like people that design, like obviously they're doing storyboarding, etc. So yeah, I don't know the nuances to it, but I think that some yes, some no. But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand like how you develop a game like Starfield or
Pick your
like, I'm
hero.
trying to think of some of
Or
the other
villain.
like really
I'm
big
not
games that
judging.
have come out recently that are just like kind of mediocre. Like
My
how do you do
aura
that?
is
How do you fuck up
My
on that
mind
level?
is sharper.
But yeah, I think that he's right about graphics, like in the fidelity of graphics, like the actual like pixel count of certain things, but being lower with these old games.
Be
but the
wary.
games look
No
better because they have a
timeline
more
exists
definitive
where
style that's
Magneto
more appealing.
yields.
I'll link you guys the video. Who's a creative director? Yeah, there you go. Starfield looks embarrassingly rough. Yeah. Buried into it, and that's just stuff in some ways. Which seems good.
Perhaps
Yep.
we should give these
Starfield is
humans
fine,
good
you just
reason
don't like
to
it. You're not
hate and
liking the game
fear
doesn't mean
us
it's bad
after
or a failure
all.
in most cases.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I mean, you like the game, it's good. So, I mean,
You gonna save the world?
like, the NPCs and
Yeah, like that enthusiasm.
the story is boring. The gameplay sucks. It's super.
One of these
repetitive,
days,
you have
I need to
loading
sit
screens
down with
every
Rocket
activity,
and exchange
you do the
ideas.
same things the entire game. You have the same 5 guns, and 3 of them are bad. Like,
battle starts in 5,
Play it how
4,
you want, enjoy
3,
all you want.
2,
If you like the game,
1.
that's fine. But if you want to eat
All you need to do is
chocolate,
capture the
then
mission
eat
area.
chocolate.
Got it?
Just eat shit.
When will these madmen learn
I've
that
always been
reality
obsessed with
isn't
video
their
games.
playground?
When I was growing up, my parents couldn't tear me away from the TV.
I had
whether I
all
was
these.
trying to 100% Ocarina of Time, unlocking all the achievements in
Yeah,
Golden.
bro, like, what, that sucks. My mom, you know, like, while his mom was talking,
here they are now.
Stay up. It was like, I was in like,
Tiny feeling much better.
we were on the last boss.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Attacks are futile. A perfect conduit for all chaos. My power grows. Fool. I shall not be removed so easily.
Electricity things. Oh man, I had like 2 friends that would do that.
Introduced to PC games, and as a result, MMOs. A few years later, a friend in my circle would tell our group he planned to play 6 months
One of Moon Knight's arms.
Your attacks are futile.
So it begins.
I feel like myself again.
Skepticism was no match for Mars.
Some assistance, please.
I'm hurt.
Let's see, what they didn't predict was taxes.
Lower.
They didn't know about that.
I like the cold.
Having to set up your own
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
20 FPS.
Be strong together.
Your powers are mine!
Watch me.
The moon haunts you!
reignite.
I shall not be removed so easily.
Hamster cages are fascinating. We can put a wheel into a hamster cage, and that hamster will get on it and run.
Perfect.
He's not
They've
accomplishing
almost got
anything. He's not really going anywhere. And if we remove the cage,
This is why I quit Tower of Fantasy, by the way. Like, that's really the reason. Is that I just felt like
Magic and magnetism.
I just stopped playing. It was like I just had to do the same thing over and over and over, and I couldn't really get ahead. And I knew that
We'll have to
exit
keep
was
fighting until we have a winner.
I am the light in the darkness. Just like my Rebirth is a mutant's greatest gift.
So, like in Lost Ark, I completed every adventure journal. That's right. I got every single Omnium star.
I will do
I have,
what it takes to
fucking,
protect
like,
my
I did a
people,
lot.
no
and
matter
also, by the way,
price.
I stopped doing all this like 8 months ago. Something like that. Yeah, probably 8 months ago. So I was done.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
because the cage is keeping him there. MMOs cram their games with hamsters.
We find ourselves caught in a battle between two dooms with no way of truly knowing which one of them is right.
We would be better off making a deal with Mephisto.
I have done that, Wanda. I can assure you we most
I think
certainly would
dailies are
not.
good for games. I know that people don't like dailies, but I
The
think
battle
that they're
starts in
actually good
5,
for games.
4,
People say that
3,
they like them.
2, 1.
Things to do.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
If only for a moment to get those
Yeah.
dailies done. Every MMO has a litany of fun dailies that we can do, that many feel compelled to do. Dailies are not inherently bad. Oftentimes they're even fun. At least.
Oh, here they are now.
That's why like, I stopped doing the Lost Ark Guardians. Oh, good. Let's keep that going. Oh, wow. Somebody messed up
I
the
shall
pizza
not be
mechanic.
removed so easily.
Okay, it's a wipe. Oh my god. Like, again, and again, and again. And then remember Kungolanium? Remember how great it was with the bird Descaluda? It was perfect. You just
Capture the mission area!
got this new fucking turtle. This turtle is
Two primal forces merged as one.
I disappear.
Mutants always rise again.
Level trades you've never tried. Go to zones you haven't explored yet and do the quests you've never done. There are always cosmetics or dragon unleashed you haven't yet earned. Achievements that you've not achieved. Try logging in.
Fear Magneto!
Rest easy now.
and I still play with it.
Fear Magneto! Mutants always rise again.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
As God's might!
Why? How did
That's the fucking
You cannot hurt me.
And now they're playing games they don't want to play. Why are you alive? What are we
Mutants always rise again.
Where's this going?
Bombs away!
They've almost got it!
The moon haunts you.
Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
You are under my protection.
Perfect!
Look out, behind us!
Rest now, my child. Your troubled days are over.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
You can resist
I
Dire
feel like myself again.
Behold the God of Thunder!
you're next the fun right out of the gate? Given the opportunity. I know because I'm speaking.
By the way, is the developer's fault.
Experience. This is something that
100% the developer.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Fun and repetitive and boring. The developer, the reason why it's the case is because the developer programmed it that. It's never the player's fault.
to look back on the days of our MMO journey that we enjoyed the most, we probably on our MMO golden years and think about logging in.
I do, man. Dude, how many of you guys remember back in like Burning Crusade? Like whenever we would finish Sunwell or something in BC at the end of BC, and like all the boys, like you'd all get into like your 5-man channel in Ventrilo, I mean not Discord, in Ventrilo, and you would do the Isle of Qualdanas dailies, and you would kill the other faction, and it would be like super easy because like everybody in like my guild, we had like fucking Black Temple gear and like Sunwell shit, so we would just destroy people, and we were such assholes about it. Oh man, I went so hard on it. I remember doing dailies with a lot of my friends. It was fun.
No, they were the golden years because we were doing precisely the opposite.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not
I
judging.
absolutely was, by the way. So basically, the first year that the Brewfest Kodo was added into the game, I saw that there was somebody in a guild I didn't
Be wary.
recognize the name of
No
that got the
timeline
Kodo,
exists
and
where
I couldn't
Magneto
stand the
yields.
thought that a player that was inferior to me would have a mount that I didn't have. So I farmed this mount out for, I probably did about 30 runs a day for this mount, and it was not as convenient as it is now. It was like really hard. And I had to get like my friends to come in.
For so
to give me
long,
a summon
I fought for mutant kind's
so I could
future.
kill it over and
Our
over.
time has
And you know
finally
what?
arrived.
I got the
30
fucking
seconds
mount.
before you
I
attack.
fucking
Get
got
ready.
it. And I remember how good I felt at like after like 3 weeks of it, and it was so fucking good. Now I'm riding around town in like Iron Forge, I'd have like my season 4 gear on, and I was fucking
Some
better than
respect
everybody.
me, but most fear their queen.
Which dailies we needed
I'm
to
fine
do
either
before
way.
everyone actually played the MMO.
Yeah.
They were just following
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 2,
I'm
1.
not pause it again, not me.
All you need to
My
do is
friends
capture
back
the
in
mission
vanilla
area.
WoW,
Got it?
They were all like level, you know, 23, level 31, talking to each other in Stormwind, like leveling up their cooking profession.
Your attacks are futile. Oh, here they are now. Miniature metal spiders. Interesting.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
But yeah.
I'm hunkering down.
I hit 60 vanilla, I got
Focus on the battle.
gotten vanilla. I didn't complete vanilla.
They captured the mission area!
else have that we wanted. A lot of times what we were doing in MMOs was fun largely because of what we hoped to be able to do the next day. We were grinding out levels and gear so that we would be qualified to visit the next unknown. The zone that we'd never entered, the mobs that we'd never fought, and the loot that we hadn't seen yet. We weren't logging in to do the same thing we did something unknown for the horizon. It's the only thing keeping us logging in.
You cannot hurt me. That should be sufficient.
My armor's stronger now.
The bottom spiders. Your attacks are futile.
Warning. Protective shield compromised.
You cannot hurt me.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. It's spider time! Stabilizer. My friends are here!
You cannot hurt me.
You can train behemoths with your alliance and unleash them as your secret weapon. Level up
I
your
have to tell you, of all of the phone game ads, this one I enjoy the most. I actually think this game doesn't look like complete literal dog shit.
heroes with unique skills that can turn the tide of battle in an instant. Pair
This
heroes
looks
with
kinda
complementary skills together and deploy them in battle to own
If I was a kid, I would have played
You
this.
can even put your roster of heroes alongside
My mom
other
would have
allied
taken it away from me as
forces.
soon as
I will
started
do
getting
what
on
it takes to protect my people. No matter the price.
Terrain that shapes gameplay. Melee and range units mean more battlefield freedom. You can even take to the skies with flying
Probably only
units.
costs
There are many
$1,000
ways to
to
fight,
play it.
including PvP.
30 seconds before you attack. Get
I
ready.
wanted to actually go and do a stream where I unironically
So, rumor has it, you're pretty good at communicating with rodents, huh?
Oh. Well, my Tippy Toe seems to think so. Why?
No, you know, just
I go in
wondering
there
if there's
and
any
I
chance
play
you
them
could
for real.
convince Rocket to clean
And
up
I
his
see
phone.
what they're actually like.
The battle starts in
Because all you
5,
see are sponsored
4,
content about
3, 2,
like nobody
1.
even yeah, it's like
All you need to do is capture the
and
mission
really
area.
see what it's
Got
like.
it?
For free, yes, for free. Just because it's like everybody talks about it.
You need not fear.
Nobody will.
Without any help.
We are undefeatable! The mission area is yours to capture now.
Amazing. So be sure to experience this high quality game. Description and start your adventure today. Thanks for listening, and now let's get back to the video. MMOs
Coming
are
at
a
Judge, jury.
millions of players than any time before. If someone is looking for an MMO today, they have more quality options. Really? Perhaps make this understand why some of the more popular ones have millions of players playing them.
I think that my outlook on playing MMOs is actually
You cannot hurt me. Much better.
Some assistance, please.
You cannot hurt me.
It's spider time!
All they know is they love
Much better.
log into the MMO and yet they log into their MMO and not any of the other ones because in their minds their MMO is the best MMO. And maybe it is the best MMO. Or not.
But
It's because they've invested a lot of time into it. They don't want to just like lose all that effort and time they put into the game. That would be crazy.
They've almost got it!
I feel like myself again. Miniature metal
We
spider.
are undefeatable!
Quantum magic. My power cannot be quelled.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
The longer we play in the
I never really felt that way. It was about how it is. Like whenever I got invincible, I remember that. That was a good day. That was a very good day for me. So I think it depends on what game it is.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
MMO bloat is a thing, and it's a real problem. We get to a point where we have so much accomplished in an MMO, it's what's keeping us there.
Yeah.
But it's also exactly why we don't get excited about accomplishing more. We've become numb to it. It's a sword that is cutting both ways. But what if I told you we didn't have to break up with the